This is Meri at the Meri Atelier, and it is Friday evening, June 27th. Welcome to my desk. Welcome to my desk. Let me put my phone. I stream on my phone. Let me put it on my stand here. Welcome in, welcome in. I am working on an art journal. I started working on it this morning. Penelope's here. She says, welcome in. And while I'm waiting for folks to come in, let me get over to my notepad, which is only at 60%. And go into my live stream and set things up there. I have an ad. I've got two out there. Welcome in, welcome in. If you're up in the balcony, welcome, welcome. Try to keep this glare off of the screen. Let's change the chat filter to all messages and fix the quality up from, come on, quality up from 480 to 1080. And there we go. Hi, Cynthia McCoy. How are you doing, lady? It is good to see you. Welcome in, welcome in. Okay, well, I came in my room this evening just a few minutes ago, and I saw this bag laying on the floor. And I thought, ooh, maybe I can get some things to put in this journal. So let's explore that while I'm waiting for folks. You're good? I'm good. We went shopping this afternoon, and boy, was it hot out there. And I noticed one of the little plant stands is still operating at 50% off, and my brother said, do you want to stop? And I thought about how hot it was, and I said, no. This looks interesting. We'll come back to that. This is an old dictionary. That I might tear out a couple pages. No, I think it's not a dictionary. I think it's a devotional. 1934. The book of Birth and Infancy of Jesus. Yeah, so this is probably a Bible or a devotional. And let's see what else I have in here. Let's just pull everything out and see what's in here. A button card, that might be useful. And a bobby pins along all of this. Beard. Well, oh look, one of my favorite pictures here. Might have to scan her. Here's an ad. Rumford, some baking powder. Well, that could go in there. And here's a Sweetie Valentine. Yep, there's lots of ephemera here that I can use. Glad hours be yours. Looks like a card. Minnie somebody. Miss somebody something. From Miss Kara somebody. Class of 1929. I'm thinking I got this package from Deb Ham. I'm thinking. There's a lot I can use in my journal here. It just reminds me of Deb Ham going through this. I don't know where I got it. Oh, look. Here's a school picture. I think this is a Deb Ham. Awesome. She had a sale where she sent, God bless the ladies of Hanover, the historic Hanover, York County, Pennsylvania, Battle of Hanover, June 30th, 1863. Yeah, I think I probably got these from Deb Ham. I haven't been to one of her sales lately. which doesn't mean that I won't pop in sometime. I just came from Jacqueline's sale. Let me refresh my chat. My chat filter gets all, it has to be refreshed. All messages. Nope, we just got Cynthia talking to me. I got 8 of you out there, though. Welcome if you're up in the balcony. Look at this picture. This is an awesome picture. He's sitting at a roll-top desk. Can you guys see that? He's sitting at a roll-top desk. Looks like he's got a vault behind him. That looks like a vault door, a window. I'm guessing he's at a bank building. Awesomeness. So I will be putting some of these, Frank and Erna, in my journal. This is a good place to use all this vintage ephemera. A war ration book. Look at that. Isn't that cool? And there are some rations left. And a beautiful picture. Ooh, that's cool. So, yeah, there's a lot. I probably will not put the original photos in. I'll probably make copies of those. This is an envelope that says invoice. Long Libby and Hansey Company. Murder will out. Or was she to blame? A story from real life told in 3 chapters. Ooh, is there a date on this? Court of Public Opinion. Kansas note. I can't read the note. Something based of the Court of Kansas. Did I see a date there? No. I don't see a date. I'll have to look at that closer under a magnifying glass. These are some really cool ephemeras. Hold what you have, John Hancock. Hold what you have. Garfield tea syrup. These are originals. I'm pretty sure these came from Deb Ham. She was doing some really nice sales at one time. I don't know where she gets all this stuff, but this is nice ephemera. Here's some book pages of hand sprinkle. And here's a needlework. I wonder if this is all crochet. The Coates and Clark, book number 222, 35 cents. I think these are all doilies, crochet doilies. And I crochet. That one's pretty with the red, pink roses. Oh, look at this one. That's beautiful. No, that's knitted. This looks like it might be... No, that's crochet. I don't see a tatting one in here. It's all crochet. Ooh, look at that one. That's pretty. Oh, well, there's more. I haven't opened these. I'm pretty sure these came from Deb. Well, this one might be my own stuff. Because I see a clothespin in there. I see some clothespins. Oh, but let's just pull it out. And I'll decide what I want to keep and what I want to use. I'm going to fold this tape over this way. Put the bag up above. What do I have? I've got some green ribbon here. I put some of this on my putz house. I used it in my packing paper journal. I've got some dyed fabric, walnut dyed fabric. Yeah. Clothespin. A postage stamp. Just little stuff that I can use. Here's it looks like a package from graham crackers. And just blue torn paper. Here's the sticker ladies. I'll put those in there for sure. Here's a pattern. I think this came from a Santa Claus doll. And these are stickers. Yeah, I never did figure out what this was. Here's some of that Model Magic that's still juicy. I've got a hand. Some threads. I probably won't use that. I think this is sticker paper I refuse to throw away. I don't know about that. I think it's to put around your neck or around your waist. It looks like it has some clamps there where you can clamp on. They used to wear those tools, and I can't read that. I guess it goes like this though, because the writing goes like that. I don't know what that thing is. I'll put that back. Some sticker paper, a picture. This is a tie. Yeah, scrap. I'm not going to use the fabric scraps. Here's a book. The binding of a book. I had another one here from this morning. I'll put those in the scrap. Here's some pretty lace. Here's another book binding. Piece of black paper. Piece of lace. Fabric. Some little pieces here. Got to use this stuff up. It's just sitting around. Here's a snowman. I think that probably came from Deb. I heard Jacqueline say in her chat that next month she's going to be doing Christmas in July. And I think our tatting is going to be Christmas in July. And I had ordered some red, white, and blue variegated thread. I'm tatting with it. The yarn tree card. I think I'll keep that out. Here's another clothespin that I made. Got thread around it. I'm going to have plenty to put in this journal. Here's a little die cut somebody sent me of a spool of thread. Some little flower pots. Yeah, paper doll. Little scraps. $1. $1, $1. Who give me one? Who give me $1, $1, $1? Going, going, gone. Looks like another hand, but it's not. It's just a scrap. And I made some of these wax seals and gave them away, but these are supposed to be clear, and they turned opaque. And so I never really gave them away. I was so disappointed in them. So if you're waiting for a wax seal and didn't get it, it's because it turned opaque. Here's a Santa Claus that I did. He might go in my July journal. Some scrappies. Here's a number 12. Little scraps. More scraps. Little stick. Some sort of a contraption. All right, I think I'll put all this back in that baggie, and maybe I'll do a, well, not maybe, I will. I'll glue all those down eventually. But I'm not going to do it tonight because I'm going to work in my journal. Put them back in here. don't know why I always have to drop something. Where did he go? He's on the floor. Come back, mister. Hey, mister! Reminds me of my grandniece when she was younger. She was trying to get her daddy's attention. Mister! She yelled at him, mister! I giggled. She called her daddy mister. She didn't say dad. This would be a nice, just to get even maybe some, well, glue, but also some, I'm thinking, modeling paste, and just start sticking this stuff in it. What's this? I don't know what it is. A something. What it is. It's cut out. It's fussy cut. All right. I'll get all those little pieces off my desk. Here's a hat. I did a hat. This looks like it was from a Nancy Drew doll. All right, let me look and see who popped in. Here's a little crow. We'll keep it out. I keep that out. Scrappies. And we might be able to combine this with it. These look more like fabric. Let's come out and welcome folks in. Let me refresh my chat here. Welcome you all in. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for joining me on a Friday night. It's hot out. Hi, Joyce. And Karen K. Welcome in, ladies. Angie Brown's got her numbers. Yeah, it must be something they're experimenting with my channel, Angie. If you don't like the numbers, you can go to your main channel page, use the edit button, and look for where you can edit your handle. They put numbers after the handles, and the most that we could figure out why they did that is because they're trying to use it as a unique identifier. You're supposed to be able to see the people better. I don't know. Angie has a number, 7044. 7044. Hi, Goldie. Hi, Joyce. Karen K. Welcome in, ladies. Angie Brown. Goldie, Angie. Joyce, Joyce, Joyce. Joyce, Joyce, Joyce. Goldie. There's Jacqueline. Jacqueline, that was a fun sale. I fell in love with Marigold. And she was selling these little tags for 25 cents a piece. I got 30 of them. I'm going, well, you know, that's only $7 for 30 tags, and they're this brilliant yellow. Just beautiful tags. And then I got some other tags too, but I didn't buy 30 of them. It was a fun sale, Jacqueline, and I haven't seen Debbie Epps pop in, but if she pops in, I think she's selling tomorrow at, let me see. Let me get my phone out here. I might be able to grab the link from the chat. She left it in chat. Copy. Let's come to my channel. I put the notification on, but let's see what happens here. Live chat! Why does it always do this? Come on. Makes me so mad when it does that stuff. Get back out of that. I think I was still in Jacqueline's sale. I think I'm in Jacqueline's sale. Here, let's get out of this. I was in Jacqueline's sale. That's why there was no chat. She signed off so I could come on. I got an ad. One of 2 ads for 46 seconds, so skip it. And Boop-a-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. I think that will take you to Debbie's sale. Let's try it out. Yeah, live in 15 hours, June the 28th at 11 a.m. Now that's probably Central Time because and I have my notification on. So Debbie is selling tomorrow, June the 28th at 11 a.m. And I believe that's Central. I think it shows your time zone on it when you go in there. Hi, Goldie. Angie says, Susie, are you still with us? Susie, did I miss you? Welcome in, Susie. Roseanne, welcome in, ladies. Jacqueline. I think Jacqueline is going to sell again next week. I think she is. So I'm going to get out of this because I want to conserve my time. I'll watch up here until I've only got 60% on my notepad. Let's look at this and see if there's anything. I'm pretty sure these things came from Cam. This I think is fabric. Ooh, there's some music though. Let's bring that out. There's some music. And what else? Music and just plain, oh, tape measure and music. We'll keep that out. And some of this beautiful black lace. I got 3 yards of it, I think. Beautiful lace. Ooh, isn't that pretty? I'll put it on here. That is pretty. Wow. I'm going to cut some off. I'm going to put this in my teddy bear, I think, which has an iron on it. We'll stuff this in my teddy bear. When I go to reach in my teddy bear, I'll pull out black lace right on top. I should paint this teddy bear, but I put lace on it. I left the label on there and I just put lace. Cutie teddy bear. I quit buying them because I have 6 or 7 of them. All right, what else is in this bag? We'll save this. I might need it for that. Let's see what else I have in here. I'm pretty sure these things came from Deb Ham. She had a sale last year sometime, or earlier this year. Meri. This feels like thread, embroidery floss. I'll take that out in the other room, or put it with my slow stitch down here. And this is a little pin. It's a little Christmas pin. We might use that next month in the July. And this is just some, it looks like somebody tried to dye some ribbon, or it's pretty stiff. Yeah. I think I'll put that in my teddy bear, and there's a couple of buttons in there. Throw that on the table. Oh, did I forget the man? Oh no, he's in here. Maybe I'll put this lace in there. So I got me an extra bag here. I thought I had another extra one, yeah. Because I'll be wanting to put stuff in that I'm keeping out in these bags. These old photographs. And this, I might tear some pages out of this. I think this is a devotional. I'll keep it out for a while. Those are my fabric scissors. I don't want those out. And then I've got this, and I'm pretty sure this probably came from Deb too. I'm going to put these photos up above here. I don't want to mess them up. These I bought a whole bunch of stuff from Deb. Oh, there's a hand. The hand fell out of the bag, I think. Oh! Hold on. I'm getting it. Probably should just keep this out and combine these. And this is more real cool ephemera. I'm pretty sure this all came from Deb Ham. Cool stuff she sent. She was selling. And that's really kind of what I need for this journal. Cool stuff. Alright, we have a bunch of labels. $1.25, $1.29. Price labels, $1.25, 3 for 10 cents. And some blank ones. $1.29. I won't use all of them, but I'll put them in a pile here. And it looks like some postage stamps. They're not all postage. This says VIH. Those shown. Oh no, that's a commandment. Thou shalt not steal. It's one of the 10 commandments. And some little pieces here. All these price tag things. This is cool. This is a biblical. I got some biblical things. Probably because nobody else wanted them. McNabb on Skeet. I don't know what that's about. Looks like a document of sorts. All sorts of little stuff. I think I'll put this smaller bag out and put the little stuff in there. Little postage stamp sized ephemera. And a letter, an envelope. It's not a letter, it's from an attorney to somebody in Wisconsin, South Milwaukee. Is there a letter in it? There is a letter in there. From the attorney. Looks like a official. Ooh, I can't read it. It's all blurred out. It looks like a photocopy. I cannot read it. Well, maybe if I open it up, I'll be able to read it. Oh, Mary, it's a copy. I was trying to read this. I didn't realize it opened up. It's really thin paper. From John Jursick, attorney at law in Cudahy, Cudahy, Wisconsin. To the above named persons, so up above, I am in receipt of a master policy and 4 takeoffs. Each of these owners' policies will be in the amount of $2,000. And that was dated when? I don't see a date. Oh, let's see. Yes, down here. January 6th, June, no. I don't see a date. I do not see a date. The complete charge for the 4 policies is, I can't read it. It looks like $120. This means that there is due from each one of you the sum of $30. Huh. At any early convenient time, would you please telephone for an appointment when you can pay your share and sign up for your title papers? Well, it looks like they're getting something out of it. So some policies, but they have to pay for it. That's kind of interesting. I didn't say what kind of policy it was. I would think it would be maybe life insurance. That's what I think of when I think of policies. How does this open? That's cool. I could see that going with one of the gentlemen that I fussy cut this morning. Attorney at law. Come pay me. Here's a... I think I remember her saying some of these were torn out of scrapbooks. And so she got the front of it and the back of it. I think I can take this off. Take it off here. And it's very light. It's a lady. And another lady. These will go good in my book. Here's a sewing machine and two kitties under the sewing machine. And see, it was in a scrapbook too, and she tore it out. This is a torn one. Very cool, though. There's a sewing machine there, a chair, and it looks like a mother and a boy. These are some cool ephemeras. I was so surprised she sold these, and they were not expensive. She was selling. She was getting destashing, I think. Very cool ephemeras. Yeah, I'll be using these. And these are exactly what I want to go in that journal because they're small, and I want, here's one where it's both back and front. And you could probably soak it off, but, well, this one fell off. This one goes over here. What I would probably do is make a tag out of it. Keep that with that. Non-commissioned officers open mess. Clinton, something, Ohio. AFB, Air Force Base. Is a member of the NCO mess in good standing, is entitled to all privileges of the mess. I think this is like a dinner card type thing. Mess hall. Oh, look, see, they have entertainment schedule at NCO Mess, July 1958. And then it tells all about it on the back. And what is this? Brussels. And it's postcards. Old postcards of Brussels. And they are yellowed and old. That would have been nice for the passport ATCs. And here's an old picture. Oh, it's a baby. I'm going, what is this? 2 mountains and a river? It's a baby. That's a baby's head up there. And some, yeah. And a railroad thing. And another mess ticket. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the $1, maybe the 49-cent, a blank one, and I saw something 2 for $5 or something like that. 3 for 10 cents. Maybe I'll take 2 blank ones. Maybe another blank one. And I'm going to put the rest of these in this baggie. Now these are not scrappy. These are ephemeras that probably I'll take some out of this pile that I don't use and put in there. And this is the messy pile. And I have an empty bag here to put stuff in from this pile. So I'm going to get my journal out. It's right here. Let's refresh chat again. Chat filter, top messages, chat filter, all messages. Who am I missing? Allie K. Hi, Allie K. Roseanne. Allie K says, I just wanted to throw out a PSA. A PSA, June is Dog Bite Awareness Month. I saw that. I saw it on a cancellation stamp from the post office, USPS. I looked it up, and apparently 6,088 postal workers were affected by dog bites in 2024. So don't let your dog bite the post office man. Control your dog. Please be responsible pet owners, Allie K says. Oh, my bad dog, Cody says. Hi, Carol. My quiet corner. Welcome in. Milwaukee. Interesting. Oh, there's Pink Girlie. What did she say? Lori, that's good news. Is Mary sorting tonight? I'm getting ready to... Those things that I went through, all that cool ephemera came from Deb Ham. I went to a sale, I don't know if it was earlier this year or later last year. It was a couple months ago I went to one of her sales. And boy, she was really, I got some cool stuff, but you should have seen the stuff she was selling. In fact, this came from Deb Ham. This, not the bobby pin, I made the bobby pin. Little Roman chariot charm there. But this, I don't know, can you see it all? It's a beautiful, and I could not tear it up, so I did an accordion fold. And not Roseanne, this came from Deb Ham. I was thinking about Roseanne, I guess. Roseanne, you're on my mind. Lori, that's good news. What did Lori say? My neighbor is doing okay. She's coming home tomorrow. Lori, what are you doing and how is your neighbor? Angie wants to know. My neighbor's doing okay. She's coming home tomorrow. Well, I missed out on that story, but I'm glad she's okay. You are family, Angie says. Thank you for asking, Lori says. This is where Allie pops in. Let's go up. That's where I dropped the link to. I'm going to pin that. Oops, I went to it. Hold on. I got to get back into chat now. Do. And I need to go up. And let's pin this message. Debbie Epps is having a D-Sash sale tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. Eastern, so that's 10:30 Central on her channel, and there's a link, and I pinned the... And I will probably be there because last month I had spent, you guys, here, I'm going to tell you how much I've spent on my garden. You can figure this out. Allie K's good at math. I went through all my Menards receipts, and I didn't get everything at Menards. Menards, I got all that compost, that big old pile of compost, from a different vendor. And I'll tell you, I paid $469 just for that compost. And at Menards, yesterday I went through all my receipts, all the rebate forms. They have an 11% rebate, and the receipt, you send in these receipts, and they're good for a year. And I got to get mine sent in, but I figured it up that I have $60 coming in rebate. Now, take that 11% and figure out how much money I've spent on my garden. Oh. And I still do not have everything planted, but I'm not going to plant anymore because if I do, it might be something like dill, because I think dill will grow in the hot weather. We're going to have a couple months of really hot weather. It's up in the 90s today here. All right, let's see. Let's go on up. Debbie's having a destash sale. Angie says, Goldie joking. This is where Goldie came in. Jacqueline, I'm glad you knew what that word was, Angie says. Joyce, I spelled it doilies. Joyce, something YouTube is doing. Yeah, YouTube's testing out different things in the chat stream, and I seem to be one of their test channels. But I don't mind because I kind of get a idea of what's coming. And everybody on YouTube should have the community center now, but you have to go and set it up. And I haven't got mine set up. But the community center is where you can post. You can drop a post. And I'll probably have to moderate it for a while just to see what comes through. And you know, you can carry on conversations with other people, and I'm going to have to really bone up on the community tab. Now that's different than the membership tab that I've been calling the Fibdiggity Community Center. I'm going to start calling it the Fibdiggity Gathering Place to differentiate from the new community center that YouTube set up. I didn't know when I was doing my Fibdiggity Community Center and setting that all up, I didn't know that they were doing a community center. So I don't want that to conflict. Why is my star yellow? Joyce asks. The little yellow star indicates how long you've been a member and I think you were one of the charter members. So I think those stars with the circles go up to like 8 months. So the 8th month I think is August, because I started I actually made it go live, I think, was it on Christmas or New Year's? I can't remember. So July, I think you got one more star, and then you don't have any more stars to indicate how long you've been a member. I think that's how it goes. I'll have to bone up on that, but that's why it's yellow. Somebody else might have, like Jacqueline has a blue star. Well, Jacqueline was one of the first ones to join too, and so was Lori. So you must have joined a month after. But the color indicates how long you've been a member in the membership area. And I can't go up any further. That's as far up, so let me go down. Yeah. I lied, I don't see it either. You have a blue star, Goldie, right after your wrench. Allie K has a yellow one. Joyce has a yellow one. Carol doesn't have one, but she's not in the and those of you who do not have a membership do not have stars. It's just indicating, and it's kind of for me too, because I can see who's a member and who isn't just by glancing at them in chat. I kind of like this yellow, but look how tiny it is. I think they should make those crowns. My opinion, if you're listening, is those crowns should be much tinier. And you shouldn't even you should have it by color. Your crown could be gold, yellow, blue, green, and get rid of the numbers like you did on the stars. You have different color stars. Those crowns icons are much too big, in my opinion. I don't see the community. I haven't set up the, thank you, Jacqueline. Or what was it? Angie. You have some kind of a crown status. What is that? Roseanne. Yeah. That crown is something new that they're starting, and that kind of indicates, that's kind of a leaderboard. It indicates who's chatting. Like Carol has the number 1. Roseanne, you're number 3. And I think that I don't know how they keep track of the top fans, but on my screen I have a crown that says top fans, and I have Carol at number 1, Jacqueline at number 2, and Roseanne at number 3. And I don't know when that changes. I've seen it change. But they also have fans of Allie K, Lori, Goldie, Susie, and they don't have numbers by them. Karen K, Lamont. Hi, Lamont, if you're out there. Welcome in. See, I kind of like that top fans button because I can see people I miss. And I see it on a button that says top fans. Now, I don't know if you guys have that or not. But it's just an indication of who's chatting. I don't like that button. I don't mind the crown if they would take that blue button and make it smaller and just have the crown, and have the crown be different colors. And there's only 3. There's only 3 crowns, 1, 2, and 3, right? Nobody else has crowns out there with no number. That's what I'm seeing on my end. And so, you know, they can make it red, white, and blue as far as I'm concerned for the color of the crown. Only 3, yeah. And then if there's up at the above on my phone, I don't know, let's look on my phone here, and maybe you guys can see what I'm seeing. Let me go to chat. Of course, chat's not showing, but if you look here, there's live chat, and then it says top fans, and then these are my settings, but sometimes I don't get my chat right away. There it came. And we all have top fan buttons. Okay, thank you, Allie K. Allie K, not Callie A. I'm twisting my tongue. I called Allie Miss Callie, K. Allie. Anyway, she says you all have the top fan buttons. And you can see who's chatting out there. And I miss Lamont. That's what I like about this. I wish that they would show more. But you get assigned experience points for your chats. And I think they plan on doing something. I think you can accumulate these experience points, but I don't know how they apply. I haven't researched it that much. But see, those crowns, they only have 3 crowns out there. They could just make it half the size that they have it, make it the size of the other icons, and put it in different colors like they do the stars. That icon's much too big, in my opinion. In my opinion. Karen said, I just noticed our handles are showing instead of our channel names. Yes, they are. And that's on my channel. Now, I was in Jacqueline's sale, and Angie said, look, Meri, there's no numbers. I don't think it had the @ signs in Jacqueline's sale. So they might be testing this on my channel. I think this @ sign with the handle names are probably in beta, and they're just testing it. That's my opinion. I don't know that for sure. But Jacqueline didn't have it on hers. And I haven't been in enough other chats to know. But if you don't like that, you can always go change your handle to @KarenK. And I think Angie did that this morning. But look, it might have changed it back. No, it was Arlene that changed hers. I know how you feel, Angie. I get venting on things too. I don't mind that they test on my channel, test these things. I don't mind that at all. You guys kind of have to get used to it if you see something change, but it's kind of a indicator to me of what are they working on. My opinion is this is probably in beta, which means they're testing, because you don't see it on all the channels. Now, that's just my opinion. That could be wrong. All right. I'm going to turn this back off because I'm at 77% and I want to conserve it in case I need to do some research or something. Look something up. All right. So let's pick some things. These are all the littles. Let's pick some cool ephemera here. And go look at that. Isn't that cool? Look at this one. Oh. What is she? She's got a... What is she doing? Is she holding... Let me hold this up, maybe guys. Oh, there's a kitty cat down below. But I don't know where she's putting her hands. Was she holding a kitty? Yeah, she's holding a kitty, I think. And there's maybe the mama cat down here. That's cute. This is cool. So let's... Now, do I want to put it on a... I did this one this morning with the fussy cuts of the cats. This is chalkware, I believe. This is a cat. Wait. I gotta sit down. This cat, if you can see the body of the cat, and it needs to be glued down better. I was getting in a hurry because it was... I was thinking I needed to bop off. And, well, dropped it. Where did it go? Yeah. Actually, let's do this. If I can find it. And I need a towel. Let's just take a little glue and spread under it. Here and on the tail. I think this one's glued down pretty good. I don't feel anything coming up. But this cat has an arched back, and it's kind of hard to see that this is chalkware. Get under this. Kind of run my palette knife along it. I was kind of in a hurry this morning because I was afraid I was going to go over. All right. So I am figuring out here where I want to put these. Do I want to put them? I only have 6 colored pages. One, yeah. So I might, let's go back to this back. Well, I got something in that signature. I have in there, but I don't think I have in here yet. Oh, I do. I have this one. So let's design a page here. In this cool ephemera, I am going to grab, oh, look at this stuff. It's just beautiful. I want that tissue paper. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. Of course, what I want is down at the bottom. I want some of that text tissue paper. And I know I have it out. There's my scissors. Button cards. Other scissors. nope, I've got too much. You know, I should really just put this in a box. Let's stop, and I have a box here that, where did I put it? From Amazon that I haven't opened yet because it's got ink and something else in it. Ink. I had to order printer ink. Let me open this box because I need it. I'm opening it offline here. Can't get inside of it. Hold on. Boy, they really taped it up good. Hold on. Hold the phone. I want to get inside this box. I've got one side open. There's the other side. Now I need to come down the center. And I'm missing the center. Printer ink and matte paper, I think. Some matte paper that I can print other stuff on. And Jacqueline was talking about Epson having presentation paper that's supposed to be really nice. Okay, I'm going to put all that ephemera in this box. Got some packing paper to fold up. And that way I can go searching through the box. But what I don't like about these boxes, if you look at the lids, is about an inch taller than the sides. They need to make the sides a little bit taller. It closes good enough, but it's really weird. And I noticed that on the other one. Okay, I'm going to take all of these. I think I'm going to start over here. And I don't want to drop stuff. That's why I'm doing this. I'm going to put all of these in here. And then when I go searching, I won't risk dropping stuff. This is what I'm looking for, this text paper. I can't get that at Hobby Lobby anymore. Let me put all this stuff in here, because if I don't do this, I'm going to lose everything. Keep my pen out. Cool ephemera from Debbie Ham. If you guys haven't been to her sales, I think she's 3 Hens and a Chick, and she sells, and she has some people that sells with her. I haven't been to her sales lately. I went to Rebecca's sale this past week. Boy, did I overextend myself. But I'm happy with what I got. All right, let's keep. Well, I don't think I want the price tags right now. Let's just put this stuff in here so I don't drop it on the floor while I'm searching, because it's in danger. Danger! This is a towel. And these are postage stamps. I'm going to put them in there. Danger! Danger! Alright. That's much better. Alright. I feel better about this now. And I can still put that box up here, but there's less up to fall on the floor. I just knocked everything else on the floor. Had my awl in there. It was a bad place to put that awl. I'm gonna have to dig that out. In fact, these should go in my toolbox while I'm out here. I can leave those out. See, I don't like that box. I don't like the lids on these. I'm going to make a flip top out of them. Oh, Mary. Let me just put this over here. And we'll put this in my toolbox, which needs to be converted. Okay. But that really just takes up room on my desk. And I don't know if I want to put these other things in there yet or not. These can go in there, the little scrappies. But this is all ephemera. I wish I could keep that flap down. Let's get some painter's tape. It's bothering me. I don't know if it will be strong enough to hold them. It's because they're not the size of the side of the box. And it really bothers me. Maybe they do that on purpose. I don't know. I don't mind that one over there. I just want to get this flap out of my way. There. And maybe this one. Hold on. And I can always, when I want to fold my box up, I can always undo it. There. That's good enough. Alright. So what I wanted to do, my scissors, my palette knife, my little scissors. What I wanted to do was take some of this text tissue paper, and I cannot get this at Hobby Lobby the last time I looked. Somebody said that Hobby Lobby sold it, he sold it to his cousin or somebody, and they're using up what, I don't understand the whole thing, but I don't see the cool stuff that I enjoy so much from Hobby Lobby anymore, like this text tissue paper. Maybe that was just, maybe they were just out. I don't know. I'm going to tear here. Let's get my ruler. So I do have a couple packages of this scattered all around, but now I'm using it judiciously. I shouldn't say judiciously. I'm not using it as freely as I would if I knew I could go to the store and get more. I don't want to tear it. Whoops, I gave you guys a shake. Sorry about that. You're shaking earthquake. Earthquake. Let me tear this. There. Because I don't need all of that. Okay. Whew. And I'm not going to use it all on the page because I want some of the brown paper to show. Scissors in the way. Put them back up there. Keep these little ones out. I'm going to be using this in a minute. And I'm just going to use a tear of this. Now that has, I think I'll tear from this side. Really what I want's right in there. So let's tear this way. Put that back. And tear. Just fold it like this. Yeah, I'm afraid we're going to have some hot July and August weather. So I am planning on the days that I stream, I'm going to go right out to the yard and water the garden and everything. We didn't get to the store to where I could pick up a trade magazine that I've been using for blue books. So I'm still using my old magazine pages here. Put that in there too. No, that's right on the, we don't want that page. Let's go a couple pages down. Let's go in here. And when I put these in, I'm trying to leave the edges because the edges are really cool. So I don't need all of this. And where's my pictures now? I'll put them back up here. Which one do I want? This one or this one? Put that up a little higher. Maybe I'll angle it off a little. Like that. I kind of like that. And then I could journal up in there. I did not get any place to look for journaling pens. I want some journaling pens. I probably have some in my stash. Somewhere. One or two calligraphy type pens. I did order some combos and they might be good to use in here. Black ones. Now, do I want it that thick? I think I do, because I want, this is bigger. And then I could journal up in here. So right now I'm just putting things in. I'm not going to paint on this because I want some of that beautiful brown paper to show. I wonder if this smaller one would work better. No, if I put it over a little. No. How about the big one over here and this one over here? I kind of like that, and then this would be for when I turn. Now, these have been glued in, so I think I'll glue them back in, but I don't think I will use my glue stick. This is a pretty stiff card. And I'm going to use them because that's what I got them for, is to use. I got them to use, and you might as well use them. This journal will probably get thrown away someday, and they'll throw away all the cool cards. My ignorant family. All right, let's put those over there. I'm going to work on this. And I usually have to go back and re-glue spots that I miss and that. I expect that. I try to do a good job. Sometimes it takes pretty good, but I'm always doing something. I'm always doing something wrong. That's Meri's style. Do it wrong first. Do it wrong the first time. I think I'm going to tear that just a bit more if I can. No, it's wet. I'll leave it just like that. Yep, Meri's style. Do it wrong the first time. I like that. Now, let's go do this one. And this one, I am going to tear a little of this off. Angle it a little more. And I got that packing paper hanging. Alright, this one is going to go in here like this. And I need my glue stick. Sticky in there. We'll do it over here like this. Oops. But I need to glue it on the wrong side of the page. Do it wrong the first time. So what are you guys going to do this weekend? I hope that you're going to be in where it's nice and cool, because the way I understand Ryan Hall, y'all, is that we're going to have a hot, hot summer. Stay cool. Even if you have to go to a library or someplace and read a book. Go sit at a table and journal. Write journal. Write letters. Some libraries have media centers where you could probably go work on, take along your art journal and go work on your art journal. Now I think I wanted to put this one down here and this one down here, but I'm wondering if I shouldn't play around with this a little bit more. No, I think I had the best layout because I can write in here. So I'm going to put this in with my art glitter glue. Hopefully it'll cooperate. It feels clean, but that doesn't mean it is. Yeah, some of it's popping out. I don't know how long. And another thing I could try, I'll try it on that smaller picture. Let me put the pin back in here. I think if you don't put that pin back in, it clogs up on me. I'm going to try something else here in a minute. I'm going to put this right in here, leave a I don't want to put it clear up to the border. Put it right in there. Now I have this, I bought it by mistake. I thought I was getting carpet tape. This is vinyl for your vinyl flooring, but it doesn't work good on fabric, but I think it works pretty good on paper. So we are going to use this up, perhaps. Whoops, yeah, see it sticks. It's sticking to my page there. But you want to cut, you want to be sure when you cut that you don't use your old scissors, because this could gum up too. Put that in there. And where's my old scissors? They're here. Just hiding from me. These are the ones that I use to cut the tapes with. And we're just going to cut right across here. And I'll save that for another one. And see, I've used a lot of it. I just want to use it up. Now I have about an inch there. So let's do it this way. And you gotta be careful, Mary. Let's put this under it. Like so. And we will let that go on to the release paper. And this is sticky on this side. And I'll stick it down maybe. enough to cut it. And then over on this side. And where's the sticky? I guess that's all taken care of. Cut it right in there. And then I need to trim. Oh, what did I do? Oh, I'm okay. Oh, I thought I stuck it down, but I didn't. I need to trim it along the fold here. Don't want to cut the card. There. And trim this off a little more. It's hard to see when you're covering up the layers covering up. I think I would just as soon do this as to use that. Although this holds, but I want to use up this tape. And you don't have to do the whole thing like I could have put, you know, cut this in strips and just put strips on there. And I might do that on the others. But let's go ahead and take these off and place it in there. Hold on. And so I'm going for the release paper here, if I can. Sometimes it's hard to get a hold of. What I have here, a piece of paper on the underneath. And then I need to pull this off if I can. It's hard to, this tape is older too, it's hard to get the, but if you work at it, you can get it. I just want the release paper. There we go. I don't know. This is old paper. It might pull up, sometimes when you put this tape on old paper, it pulls the, like a layer of the old paper off. I don't know if that's what's going to happen here. We'll see. No, it's going to be good. Have to work at that. Let's see if I can get this side off. Get the gum off of that. Get a hold of it there. And now I have sticky. There we go. I like that. I like it a lot. Now, I don't know what I'll put up here. Where's my glue stick? I see I need to put some Or I could just tear it, but I think I'll put some glue on it. Help if I'd open it up. Smear some glue on that. On the corners. There we go. So there's that. Now I'm not going to put any journal unless I find something that I think is cool. Journaling. This looks like a young boy to me with a sailor outfit on. He's got bright blue eyes. And I think she's holding a kitty. I'm not sure. I think she's holding a kitten, and that's probably the mother kitten. She's got some shoes on, and I don't know what's on the floor. It looks like she's standing on maybe a rug and a red tablecloth with flowers. So I'm going to save those scraps. So, there's that. Let's go look at chat. Let me refresh my chat. Chat filter. And Jacqueline, if you're out there lurking, I imagine she might be doing invoices. Hold on. But if you're listening, I wanted to tell you how impressed I am with how you follow chat. She really followed chat really good in her stream tonight. People would say things, and she, for the most part, she caught it, unless she got really busy. There's Debbie Epps. Hi, Debbie. I pinned your sale. I saw it on the Facebook feed, and so I grabbed it and pinned it. Debbie is selling Beestash sale tomorrow at 11:30 Eastern. I might sleep late. Might have to set my alarm. Hi, Brenda. Welcome in, Brenda. I think that's Brenda Ashford. And let's see, who else popped in? Rose and Roseanne, I think I said hello to you. She says, my grand is having a dinner for his 6th birthday, and we will take my son to lunch for his birthday. So we will be indoors for sure. Good. You know, we ate at Arby's. My brother wanted a gyro, a beef one. He was hungry for him. And he suggested yesterday, he said, I'm hungry for one. Let's go eat. And I didn't have to say, let's go out and eat. He volunteered. And he bought mine for me. Bless his heart. He can be a really good brother sometimes. And we recycled papers this afternoon. It was kind of windy, and I had to chase some papers down. 2 of them got away from me, and they went over the fence, and I wasn't about to climb over that fence. It was probably about 6 feet high. But it had openings, and not the entire paper, just sheets. 2 paper sheets got away from me. But I was running all around the parking lot picking up newspapers. So we had a stack, a big stack. Well, actually, we had probably a couple years of newspapers that needed to be recycled. But looking at what Roseanne was saying about they're going to be inside, she's going to take her son to lunch for his birthday. I noticed Arby's, well, this was Friday, but it was pretty crowded. People were getting out of that terrible heat. Who else is out there? Goldie. Angie says, I was falling asleep. Angie, if you go take a nap, I won't mind. You can go take a nap. Goldie, I don't see an egg. Goldie says, Angie is an egg. Is an egg. There is nothing wrong when you are crafting and having fun. That is so true, Roseanne. LAK says, but it does get the job of getting you connected. I'm not sure what they're talking about. Goldie says, I just have phone internet, which right now I have it hotspotting to my tablet, so she's bigger. Hi, I get the biggest kick when you guys say you're watching me on TV. I'm going, my hands are on TV. And a lady, was it Marianne? Is her name Marianne? The knitting lady that's in Becky's chat. I want to call her Marianne. She said that, she said it's the hands talking, the hands streaming. And that's what that reminds me of, the hands. I just have phone internet. Well, I have phone. I'm streaming on my phone, but my phone is connected to the Wi-Fi. I don't use my hotspot. Although I do have unlimited, but I find that when I use my unlimited, when I connect, when I'm outside the area, you have so much. Well, I have unlimited through Verizon, but if I try to stream, it's a little bit more, I want to say, shaky than if you're doing it through your home Wi-Fi. We have, when I first came down here, we did not have, well, he had no internet at all. I had to get internet for him. He had, well, I shouldn't say he had something. He had, what do they call it? Some weird local company. I can't even remember what it was. But then we got connected up. He needed to connect Dish up. He wanted to watch wrestling, and so we got Dish satellite, but still it uses the internet. And then he got a caption phone because he's hard of hearing, and so we used the internet for that. And I stream on Wi-Fi. I have Ethernet, but I can't use Ethernet with my phone. So, but I used to have all sorts of problems streaming, but since we had those high-powered lines is what I'm calling them, they said that was the best they had, and ever since we had those installed, I haven't had too much of a problem. Every now and then I have a problem. Let's see, what else? Allie K says, I thought it was just my eyes, but it is my resolution. Meri is so much clearer now. You reset to 1080. Yeah, I'm on 1080 on my tablet. On my phone, I think it's 780. I'm not sure. But I always reset it when I replay up to 1080. I put my pixels high for a bit so I could see, Goldie says. Why did that cat hurt the little girl? I don't think she's hurting the little girl. I think the little girl is holding her kitten. And I think the mommy, the mommy just says, you got my baby. You got my baby. You handle her gently. You handle her gently, little one. It looks like she's hurting her, but she's just kind of tugging on her dress. It's a cute picture. All right, let's see what else. Zoom in, Steph. You can see the scratches on her arm. Really? There's scratches on her arm? Who said that? Allie K said that. So she must have scratches on her arm. Let me see. Is that what she's... No, I think she's holding the kitty. I don't see scratches on her arm, but I don't doubt what Allie K is saying. Are they on her arm up in here? Where are the scratches? Makes a gorgeous handmade and a great scrap bag sometimes. Goldie shared a link. The XP resets every stream. Oh, it does? the chat XP, the Crown XPs reset every stream, but they might add some feature for it. Who knows? Right now, it does nothing except get your crowns. Huh. I haven't read up on that XP stuff. I've just been busy doing everything. Bad kitty? Is that kitty hurting her? She wasn't holding anything. The cat was on the ground, and its hind leg is clawing at her dress. I think she's holding a kitty, because I thought I saw some little feet. Is she holding a scratch? No, I think she's hugging a kitty. I can't tell. I have to... Oh, here, let's do this. You might be right, because you've zoomed in. Let me take a picture. I have to sign on here. Let me take a picture. No, she's not holding anything. Oh yeah, I see the scratches now. They're right. You're right, Allie K. The scratches are right. I'm bumping. Let me stand up. Allie K saw it. I thought she was holding a kitty, but I was looking wrong. Let me zoom in. Whoops, I flipped it. Got my ceiling. All right, wait, I need to hold it up higher so you guys can see. And it wants to flip. Come on. Got to get you in frame here. No. Well, let me get it in frame and then I'll hold it up. Hold on. It wants to flip. I did it before. I saw him. Maybe I held it down closer. The scratches. Let's snap a picture. That might be best. Now, let me go out too. The scratches are... Oh God, I'm dancing. Hold on. No, I didn't get it. I thought I did get it. I'm on the wrong one. Oh, it's a video. Hold on, I did a video, not a photo. Mary's not giving up. Let's go to the photo. That's probably why I was having trouble before. You're right, Allie K. Those are scratches. See? Can you see them there? Allie K found them. I thought she was holding a kitty cat in there. Thank you, Allie. Sharp-eyed Allie. Eagle-eyed Allie. I thought she was holding a kitty. I was seeing things in her that weren't there. All right. I don't know why the cat scratched her. It doesn't tell us. I guess we can make up a story. Why would the cat scratch her? Did she swat at the cat? I don't see anything else on the picture to... But you know, when that cat bit me out on the porch swing, it was trying to get up in my lap, and I moved my arm so that it could crawl in my lap, and that it thought that I was going to hit it, and it bit me right there. It hurt. Carol left. Allie Cake put the little bandit symbol there. She's looking at her scratches on her arm. Bad kitty, Allie Cake says. Allie K says, I mean, if they turn the leaderboard off in their settings, they will not be in the list, even if they are chatting. Yeah, you can go to your settings and turn stuff off so you don't have a crown. I'm just leaving stuff alone. I don't chat in my own chat, so I don't see crowns on me, which makes sense. All right, let's see. Am I up to the top yet? We all have top fans button. I read that. Let's go down to the bottom. She pulled its tail. Brenda got it. She pulled the kitty's tail, so the cat scratched her arm. Isn't that interesting that they would do... this is probably a lithograph. These are originals. These are not photocopies. And I think this is probably a lithograph. I'm just thinking. If you could read, I think there's a date there or some sort of an identification. It's too small for me to read. There's some sort of identification down here. It says Our Boy. And it looks like it might have some writing over in here. But I don't see a date, and there was nothing on the back. These were in the early, 1900s, the 1910, 1920s, up in there. Scrapbooking was very popular. Advertising cards were popular. Probably the late 1800s, too. There were a lot of these type of things, originals out there. And they'd buy them and put them in their scrapbooks. And that's where Deb said that she got those. So we could probably journal a little story about the little girl. It's not the kitty that's naughty, it was the girl that was naughty. And she pulled the cat's tail, so the cat scratched her arm, and it looks like the kitty's still... Maybe the kitty wants to apologize to her. Looks like he's trying to climb up in her arms. Or maybe he wants to scratch her some more. You would think the kitty would scratch her legs if he wanted to scratch. Maybe he's trying to apologize. He wants to jump up and kiss the scratches. So, what shall we name the kitty? Bad kitty, bad kitty? And the little girl's name is what? Meri. And she says, I'm not going to take a nap. You are all going to have to put up with me for a long time. Okay, Allie, we'll try to put up with you, Allie. I don't know how that will go, but we'll try. They're saying hello to Brenda. Rose is here. The cat just doesn't trust kids because they are too little to understand how to pet them. Yeah. Now, I think she's not telling the story, but she's telling how cats don't trust kids. She pulled its tail. Brenda popped in. I was wondering the same thing, Brenda said. Goldie says, you can't zoom in like that, like we can, Meri. Yeah, I can use my phone, though. I took a picture of it. I took a picture and I could zoom in on the picture. And when I first did it and tried to zoom in, I was using a video and it was jumping around. Debbie Epps popped in. They're saying hello to Debbie. Goldie said it cooled off a few days, like 15 degrees. Yeah, and then the heat's back again today. We had a couple of cool days, like it was in the 70s, which was cool. And in the morning, it was like in the 60s. But now today, it was very hot. It was up in the 90s today. And I imagine it's going to get hotter over the weekend. I'm going to jump out there early in the morning and water the garden. And I think I'm going to do a lot of watering. I've got to put landscape fabric down on that ground that I didn't plant, or it's going to turn into a weed patch. And I don't want a weed patch. I paid too much for that compost for it to go to weeds. So let's pick another. What shall we do here? I don't know if I'll use the tape anymore. I think the glue is faster. Let's get the glue book out of there. Let's see, what shall I use? Those are the littles. Here's some paper. And we got some carnival stuff here. This is all mixed up now. So I'm going to kind of pull some of this out to see what I have. What do I want to do next? These are from my fussy cuts this morning. What's this? This is cool. This is from Deb. I'll keep that out. Here's a cool. There's that book of Rumford baking powder recipes. All right, we'll keep those out. Now I need something for background. How about a napkin? But I'm not going to put it all across the page. Let's get rid of some of this. Let's decide what I want first. Let's go. And when you're art journaling, especially if you're in a journal, now this has plenty of space in between my signatures that it will probably won't. But if you're working in a journal book that has all the pages close together, you'll want to work a little in the front, work a little in the back. You guys know that. And I've kind of gotten to that habit where I skip around, especially when I'm just putting things in and I'm not following a theme or anything. If I was following a theme, like on my Fib Diggity fairy tales, if I do a journal for that, I'd probably want to go consecutive. But that's another story. This cat is bothering me. Oh, I'm looking for a pen. We'll use this one. I want to draw a line here. What's this? This is scrap. Let's get rid of the scrap. I want to draw a line along this cat's back so I can see where the cat is. And it's a chalkware piece, so it isn't like it's a real cat. I'm just going to kind of outline it. And I think the cat is looking down. Here's an eye, and here's an eye, and the nose is there. The cat is kind of looking down. There's an ear here, and an ear here. And these are the eyes and the nose. I just need it to kind of, so that I can glance at it and know what I'm looking at. All right. So I think I'm going to, let's see, I worked in the front over here. I worked, where? Right here. So, do I want to go clear to the back or the middle? I think I'll go in the middle. But I make sure that I'm not close to... Do I have anything in the middle? No, I have that one. So I'll go right in here. And I'm going to use a napkin. And this came with the kit that started this off. Is that a napkin? I think this is tissue paper. I think I tore some of this out. I think I have some of this in there. Right here. Let's use some more of this. And how do I want to do it? Let's figure this out. Do I want to change things up a little? Let's see, what do I want to use? That's the other story. Of the things I pulled the horse and I meant to use that horse with this. So I don't know if I even need that napkin. The carousel. And I could layer. Would that horse show up any better here? And actually, I like that better. And layer. Not glue this down. I like this horse on here. I like it just like that. And let's do that. So I want to glue the horse on here. I want to leave the June 1928. And it looks like it says Harriet B-E-R-U-S-U-R-D Bussard. Don't know if I want to cover this up. I'm going to get I'm having a hard time reading that. Let's take another picture. This camera might be better. Photo, oops, you got me. Focus. I think that's in French. I can't read it. It's in French. Lyon, L-Y-O-N. Postage, 1928. See, the rue is a street in French. Let's see, what's down here? Lyon, L-Y-O-N, July 15th, 1928. And there's some scribbly. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing, but there's some scribble in here. I see some numbers, 68704. B-O-U-R-E-E-N. Bureau of C-A-L something something. It's in French. So, do I really want to use that? I like that. Maybe I'll move that horse down a little. I'm not sure. See, and I don't want to use this because it's too convoluted. Even on the back side, it's pretty convoluted. So let's go back to the polka dot stuff. This is how I decide what I want to use. Let's go back to the polka dot page. I think that might be better. And then I could put something here. And put something underneath. I'm not going to glue that whole thing down. So let's glue the horse first. And you know what? It's this. I think Jacqueline sent me this because it's got that little hole up there. She sent some of those pages with the curly scalloped edges. Where's that ribbon? I put that in that little package of... Did I put that back in here? Probably down at the bottom. This. And it's kind of stiff, but I like it that it's stiff. Maybe not that much of it. Maybe just like that. Let's clip it here. And put this back. I might get some more baggies out and put some of this stuff in baggies so that I can see what I have at a glance. So if I thread this ribbon through and leave it crinkly, thread it through here, get in there, and bring it over, and just maybe put a dot of that fine art glitter glue on this. I think I can crinkle it. I think it's bendy ribbon. I like that. And then put my horse here. Now, I thought I saved text from this morning that had the word carousel on it. Let's see. My book is down here. Did I put that text in there? I don't know if I put the text in here. I put extra full pages in here. I don't know what I did with the text. I don't know what I did with it. Let me see. Let me see. Here. Some of it in here. No, these are all extra pages and my glue book. I don't know what I did with the text. Here. Let's see if I can find the word carousel. I thought I had the word carousel. Cats. What's this? Cash registers. Maybe that's what I was thinking of. A guide to car categories. It might be on another piece. Thought I had the word carousel. Of course, I'm not finding what I want. Oh, I'll find it later. Let's go ahead and do this. I want to glue this down. I want to glue it, tack it on there. Just kind of like that, and then I'll bend it. Maybe I'll glue it under there. Glue it there. Where's my glue? Just put this under it. I'm not a fast crafter, so gotta put up with me. Put a little dab of glue there. Move that ribbon on it. And I can kind of bendy it. And that glue will hold it. Fine art glitter glue. Maybe it'll hold it. And we'll put the other piece over here. Right in here. Glue it down there. Now let's bendy it. I think I got this, I don't know where I got this ribbon. I don't know if this is, I don't know where I got it, but I like it that it's bendy. I like that a lot. That'll look nice there. And maybe I'll just glue this down here. Let's just tack it down. Right in here. Well, it could come down a little. Right about there. And then I'll put the carousel horse right there. I hear a choo-choo train coming down the track. Chug, chug, chug. If I get that landscape fabric up, I don't want to show you guys the garden with the, well, the weeds, the rain has really, the weeds in the part of the garden that I don't have planted. In other words, I need to weed my garden, but I'd like to show you guys how things are growing out there. My potatoes. Everything's growing real nice out there. Now, I think I'll leave it just like that. And if I find something down in here that makes sense, I'll put it, but I'm going to leave that right now. So what else do I have? I have this recipe book, and I was thinking that would be fun to put in between signatures. Maybe make a little accordion fold in there. Glue it to the back of a, of course did I throw that paper away? I never have what I want right at hand. Now, I'll put this fabric in there. I could do it with fabric. I could do it with a piece of, well, no. Well, I might. I'm thinking. I could do it with a piece of this, a thinner piece. I think, I'm not sure. Hold on, let me get it. See, I'm thinking, put it right, I think I would want it the other way though. Well, I don't know if I like that. Let's get a piece of paper. Get a piece of scrap paper, because I have a whole box of it. I want a piece of this black. Only a strip of it. What's this? Well, that's my gold stuff. It really doesn't belong in there. I'm looking for a strip of black. Like this. Do I have a wider strip? No. I've got this, which I could use. Don't know. Cardboards. I'll come back to that if I need it. I'm going to put this, I'm saving this for my July journal. I just scraped off. I was painting that metallic paint on those leaves. Scraped my paint off, got a page to put in my July journal. Alright. So what I was thinking, I could, and this might be too thin though. Fold it, let's cut it. And accordion fold it. Not accordion. Cut it half and half here. Where are my scissors? Too much stuff out on my desk. Snip it here. And I don't know if I can score this down the middle or not. I'm going to try. Just eyeball it. Give it a quick score. See if that worked. So I can fold it. Yes. And then take my book, wherever that went off to, put it right in there, like this, and then glue this, maybe the fat side down, glue it right in there, and then this, glue it on the front too, and the back would not come up. Do I want it that way? That signature, what would it look like on the back? I could just put it in here, but this isn't gonna, the back page is not gonna come up. I don't know. Or I could punch a hole in here and hang it like a recipe book. Or I could clip it on. This is the Rumford Wholesome Baking Powder. Compliments of Rumford. A wholesome baking powder. Is Rumford baking powder? Some of the medals awarded to the manufacturer of Rumford baking powder, the wholesome powder. They're showing their awards. Perfect baking quality, pure and wholesome, superior to all others. Rumford receipts. Rumford biscuits, cream muffins, graham gems, Parker House rolls. Ooh, that sounds good. Chocolate cookies, coffee layer cake, gold leaf, gold loaf, not leaf, gold loaf. German apple cake, that sounds good. Sponge drops, Rumford donuts. Am I making you hungry? Oh, we're done with the recipes. Mailed free for 10 cards from the Rumford baking powder, 1 pound cans. So you have to buy 10 cans of baking powder to get this, the complete cookbook. 256 pages, bound in full vellum deluxe cloth and heavy board covers. Contains 500 practical and easily understood recipes. 256 pages. Good things will be found on every page. Oh, there's some more recipes. Jumbos, sweet chocolate sandwiches, ham and egg sandwiches. That sounds good. Nut and raisin sandwiches. A nut and raisin sandwich. 1 1/2 cups of seeded raisins. 1/2 cup of chopped nuts. The juice of a half of a lemon and Rumford graham or white bread. Chop the raisins finely or pass through a meat chopper with shelled nuts. Blend smoothly and moisten with the lemon juice. Spread between layers of Rumford bread, white bread. So they're taking nuts and raisins and using it as a spread between bread. Peanut brittle, January thaw, milk sherbet, branches and agencies, and here's a picture of their building, manufacturer in Rhode Island. I wonder if they're still in business. I doubt it. I haven't heard of Rumford baking powder. Have you? Oops, got my settings. Get out of there. RUMFORD baking powder. Rhode Island. Oh, there it is. It'll cost you $5.21 at Walmart. They're still in business. Look, that looks like this. Look, doesn't that look like this picture? Well, there. Except it doesn't have the picture in the front there of the biscuit. Trusted since 1859. You can get this for $3.12 at Walmart. Huh. But this isn't, oh, this is dated. Is there a date on this? I can't read. $15 for a half-pound can. Yeah, I'd say this is older. Difference between $3.12 and 15 cents. Every can is guaranteed. I don't see a date. On this brochure. It could be in the small print. That's a guarantee. We guarantee it's fresh. Branches and agencies. I don't see any dates. They're all places. No, I'm showing Walmart stuff here. Let's see what else it says here. Oh, Clabber Girl. It's on HTTPS Clabberville Rumford baking powder. Let's see what we can read about it. Rumford is another core brand under the Clabber Girl family. See, I didn't know that. Baking brands. Trusted for decades, you can rely on time-tested baking powder from Rumford brand. Rumford baking powder is a balanced, double-acting baking powder. It is gluten-free product and non-GMO. Project-verified baking powder is a chemical leavener that is used to make batters and doughs rise. Double-acting, blah, blah, blah. 1 ounce. Where to buy? Ingredients. Cornstarch, sodium bicarbonate, monocalcium phosphate. Gluten-free, kosher, and non-GMO. Please refer to this product label. So it gives the nutrition facts there. Clabber Girl Corporation. Then I'd like to know more about Rumford. Let's go Rumford. Let's go back. Let's see. We know it's a part of Clabber Girl. What's the difference between Clabber Girl and Rumford baking powder? Baking powders differ in their reaction to moisture and heat, depending on their formulation. Rumford baking powder's reaction is approximately 70% with moisture or in a bowl, and the rest when heat is applied. Clabber Girl's reaction is approximately 40% moisture. and the rest when heat applied. So they're talking the moisture. I'd like to know more about the company. This is talking about the brand. I'd like to know the history. Oh, here it is on Rumford, Art History. This is what I want. Rumford Center, Art History. And there's a video. Oh, look at the Rumford Chemical Works. Word chemical, I chuckle. The Rumford Center began in 1856 as a Rumford Chemical Works, producing and shipping baking powder across the nation and around the world. That word chemical makes you think that there's something poison in it. At its height of activity around the turn of the century, Rumford Chemical included 300 acres of working farms and communities to sustain the factory workers, and the village of Rumford was called the kitchen capital of the world. That's a cute vintage picture there. The most popular product from Rumford Chemical Works was Rumford baking powder, a double acting baking powder which revolutionary in minimizing the time and labor required. Reinvention of the site. After closing in 1968, the factory buildings at Rumford Chemical Works fell into disrepair. But in 2006, PK Rumford LLC purchased the old chemical works and breathed new life into the site. Yay! The remaining factory buildings were rehabilitated to accommodate 8.3 acres of apartments, office space, retail shops, and restaurants. So they took that building where they made all the baking powder and converted it into, that was in 2006, designated a historical landmark. On June 12, 2006, Rumford Chemical Works was designated a National Chemical Historic Landmark for its contribution to the development of baking powder. Rumford Center continues to celebrate its heritage in visual and cultural displays that will lead the way for further sensitive evolution for the town, the city of East Providence, and beyond. To learn more about the history of Rumford Center and celebrate baking powder, please visit the East Providence Historical Society Museum. This is interesting to me. Our open hours, donations, like us, welcome to the East Providence Society. I'm looking for anything that says Rumford. Ooh, that's a cool house, the Hunt House. Please see our events for open houses and festivities. Edward Jones, blah, blah, blah. Let's see if they have a search. They do. Let's type in Rumford and see what it says. So it must be Rumford. Rumford must be close to Providence, Rhode Island. I can't type. Search. Let's see what it says. I got fourth. I got the wrong. I have to do more research on that if I want to know more. I typed in Rumford. Typed it in wrong. So how do I... Now see that, just reading about that online really does interest me. I was thinking about putting it in between, but I don't know if that's such a good idea. I could make a tab. I don't know if I'd want to do it on a colored page, though. Let's go back in the middle. What do I have here? I have too much! I'm holding paper towels in my lap. Get that little paper towels off my lap, put my ruler back. I'm thinking making an envelope or something for it now. How come that's not going yet? Oh, I see. What is holding that? string off of this. I've got a thread in there. Hold on. What's this? Where's that thread coming from? Here. What a mess. Where is it going to? Hold on. Follow the thread. Follow the red thread. I think I'll just clip it. I don't understand what's happening to this thread. Clip it off. It should be in a... It should be clipped on one of these. There. Is that it? Doesn't have a... There's another thread in there. Honestly. It's not that one. Excuse me while I hold my breath before I say some naughty words. Where did that go off to? Under my chair, of course. Someplace. Can't see. I can't see down on the floor. I don't know where that thread rolled off to. It rolls on the floor and then I lose it. Where did it roll off to? Doggone it. Excuse me. Well, I picked stuff off the floor. Where did it roll off to? Frustrating me. It's under my chair someplace. Packing papers in the way. It rolled off and away. I went to London to see the Queen. I don't see it down here. Find everything else. Well, I guess I'll find it after chat. It's so frustrating when those things happen. Where it rolled off to. Let me stand up. Because my chair is getting caught. It's funny how that stuff rolls off on the floor and I can't find it. Found a pen. Good thing I didn't step on it. Books in the way here. Well, it's not here. I don't know. It rolled off into oblivion. Someplace. Is that it? I found it. You're not getting away from me. But I got a thread here that's hanging out of this box. Where does that thread? Is it just hot? Or is that a green thread or a white thread? It's a white thread. Honestly. Alright, let's put these back. I didn't want them out, but they were catching on my ruler. And I couldn't figure out what was catching on my ruler, and it was thread wrapped around it. Alright, I was looking for something to put on there. And I'm wondering if this would be too much. That red thread is still in the box here, honestly. Okay. This might be too much yet. But if I just put a portion of it, scoot that box over, scoot these things over. If I just put a portion, a thin portion, and I was looking for something to make a pocket. Just a real thin portion there. About like that or more. I need something to make a pocket with. A piece of paper. It isn't like I don't have any paper. I've got a whole box full of it. But they're not things I want to use. Find a piece of paper that I can make a... Keep those out. How about a piece of text paper? Not that, that's Hansel and Gretel. Here's the thing about putting it in the box. I have to, when I'm looking, I have to move everything out of the box to find things I want. Just ignore me while I search for something to make a pocket with. Not that, but I'm going to keep that out. Here I've got some ledger. I've got some, but I really rather have something patterned. There's all my fussy cuts. See, this is what happens when you don't plan it out ahead of time. When you plan stuff out ahead of time, you're all organized. But I don't like to be that organized and planned. I like my stuff to be more spontaneous. But when you're spontaneous like this, you're hunting and searching for stuff. Now this is a sack from Johnny. I could cut that down. I might use that. I think that's from Johnny. I was going to keep that out. Let's put all that back. And we'll put these on top. Put this on top. Hansel and Gretel. On top. On top. Alright, now I actually might get something done. What I want to do is I want to make a pocket. And this is a label. I think this came from Johnny in the kit. And don't ask me to read that. It says something on there. Get my camera out again. And it'd be cool to take a snap of that text of the history of Rumford and put it in there to document. Let's see, I want my camera. I want to see what this says. I'm having quite a time here. This says, J. Norton. J. I'm going to take a picture. If I can get it to focus. All right. go to my gallery and see if I can figure out what that says. It says J, J-A-Y. Oh, it's in a foreign language again. S-K-A-L-L-I-C-K. It's in a foreign language. No wonder I couldn't read it. It looks like it might be from a book. I want to say the Bible, but it says JOS.1:5. I don't know what that is. It's in a foreign language. No wonder I couldn't read it. I'm going to leave that there. Let's get out of this again. I'm going to use it because what I want to do is put this in a, and I'd like to have some serrated scissors, but I don't, so I'm going to tear. How much do I want to tear? Do I want to tear it way down here? Tear it there. Will that hold it? I think it will. I'd like to have her head showing, but I don't know. I'll tear it. I'm thinking where I want to tear this. Maybe right above that. That's what I'm going to do. I can't tear the damn thing. Excuse me. I can't tear the cotton picking thing. It doesn't tear. Mary's getting frustrated. What time is it? 9, 10 o'clock. Maybe that's a sign that I should go to bed. Where's my ruler? Let's start it with this snip over here. Oh, I wanted to hand tear it. I don't want it torn nice and neat. I want it torn. Boy, that's strong paper. What is that paper made out of? Usually a paper sack would tear real nice, but let me tell you. Oh, I'm just getting a kick out of this paper doesn't tear. I don't want a nice even tear. I want it to be raggedy. There. Now it's longer than that. I'll keep that. It might make a nice journal spot someplace. So I think I'll cut it here, and then how this is folded in, I'll glue. Let's see. Let's put the book in there. See, I want her kind of peeking out. I'd like to have that just a little lower, so that if she peeks out, I'm going to tear it again. Tears easier this way. Must be the grain of the sack or something. Well, I spoke too soon. That's strong paper. Let's put that in there. See, it's kind of gusseted here. I want to gusset it over here. So I don't want to cut too much off. And I'm going to cut. I don't know what I'm doing. And then I'm going to fold it like so. And hope that it still fits the book. I think I can fold it a little bit more. Maybe not. That might just be perfect. And I see I got her peeking out there. I'll put something in there. All right. Meri's settling down here a little. I'm going to put some glue along here, if I can. I didn't close it up. I really only need to put it on one side. I didn't put my pen in there. Oh, it's good. That should be okay. It's not gusseted, but it's gusseted over here. I'm good with it. Now I'm going to put that down in there. And do I want to put the napkin over that? No, because then I want to put it over the napkin. And the napkin, I think if I remember right, was hard to tear too. And I just want a little of it. Let's pull it up. Which side do I want? Just want a side of it. About half of that. Right in here. So I'm going to fold it this way. And this way. And I think I was going about halfway through that rose, which is right here. So if I tear it right, we'll see. It's just a paper napkin. If I goof it up, I goof it up. I'm going to tear it right in here. Cut it right in here. And put it right in here. Oh, I'm liking that. Now, let's grab that page. Oh, that's right on the back of my, I don't want to do it there. It's right on the back of that. Just go a couple pages down. Well, I put that one. Let's go to the center. Actually, I already got that one down. How would that look on there? Get in there. Did I glue that down? I think I kind of like it like that. I'll use this page. So let's glue this down. And I don't want to glue it. I want to leave some space. I don't like my things to go out into the margin there. So I'll save this for another, that strip I did. I don't know what I did with it. I'll find it. Let's put this in here. Now I'd like something in there. I kind of like that. I might need a bobby pin. Get me started off on a bobby pin. Yeah, we'll leave it like that for now. Let's see if I can find something, one of those little smalls. My Peggy Smalls is in here somewhere. Is that them? Did I dump them all out? No. I did. Did I dump them out? Oh, we could find something in here. I like that. I don't think this is the smalls. This is just stuff. That's cool too. This one shows up better. We'll keep this one out. What else do I have here? A string. Oh, that's a snowflake. I didn't send those off because I didn't like how I wanted it to be clear. I'm going to have to find out what that Be Goods lettering gal uses for her clear glue. These aren't the smalls that I wanted. You guys, I'm in my world here. Sorry that I'm not exactly following chat. Here's a piece of lace. Let's see how that would look there. Piece of crochet. I don't like that. It's a star type thing. It's a doily. I don't know, it's not too bad though. Once you get it spread out. I'll keep those two out. What happened to my smalls? See, that's it. I put these things in here and then I'm still hunting, but at least it's not falling out. What happened to them? Probably put them all down at the bottom someplace. Or I could put a postage stamp, but I think they're all men. I had a bag of smalls. Well, I have an empty bag. I feel like they might have fallen out. I'm going to have to sort all this stuff out. It's kind of a mess in there now. And I'm just doing here's some pretty lace. I kind of like that. Here they are. Had to hunt for them. Alright, so Let's put the postage stamps back. Let's put these back. These are going to fall if I'm not careful. These are considerations. This lace is pretty. I like that lace. I'm not sure about it. Let's see what's in here. These are the smalls I was looking for. Which way is open? Alright, and of course they're all mixed up in there. Are they too small? Contents, product of Germany. No, we don't want that. These might be too small. Find a larger one. There, I think they're too small. All of that looking, and I'm not happy with them. Here, this might work. What is it? Portland to Chicago, the Pullman Company. I think I like that. It's big enough, but I need something under it. Maybe a piece of that napkin. Let's put these back. I could get a price tag out there, $1.25. 3 for $10. I kind of like that too. They talked about sending 10 cents in. No, 10, you sent in 10 something, yeah, to buy 10 packages of baking powder. And you get their cookbook. Now, I don't know, do I want that? Or do I want this? This is harder to read, but it's more, it talks about Portland to Chicago. It's a Pullman ticket. Portland to Chicago, $12.20, $12.20 tax. The Pullman Company. I think I'll use the 3 for $10. And let's put my ladies back. I like the ladies too, but Erwin, don't frustrate me. They don't show up too well. That one doesn't show up. I like that one. And I like this one. But I think I like the 3 for $10 better. And what I'm looking for now is that I could probably just use this. Let's put this back. Get it off of my desk. It's frustrating me. Here's what I'm looking for that I tore. If I put this on here, one of them, and put the 3 for $10. That's a little bit too much. The 3 for $10 there. And cut this off. Cut it off there. Of course, it's not gonna just tear it off. Right in there. 3 for 10 there. I kind of like that. Now, I don't have much room for the history, but I could print it off and tuck it in the envelope. I think that's what I'm going to do here. Let's tear this right here. I kind of like that little flower, too. No, I think I like the other one better. I like it how it goes raggedy over there. And I keep knocking that down. Let me put... So, I think offline, I'm going to go through this box of stuff and sort out some of my paraphernalia into... I have a box of baggies here. Into baggies. I kind of have it all in a big box. I have a box of baggies over here. It's kind of hard to sort through all that, and the box is frustrating me because the flaps are longer than the side of the box. Kind of frustrating me. And I think I need to tear this a little. No, I just need to move it down a little. Do I like it better this way? Put it right in there. I think I need to tear this off just a teensy bit. Put it right in there. I kind of like that, sort of, and I need to sharpen a pencil in lieu of that. Someplace I have a pen, and if I put it, well, I could put it straight like that, but I don't like it straight. I like it crooked. So what I want to do is just kind of draw a little line under there to tell me where to glue. And hopefully it's drawing it. It did enough. And then I'll take my glue stick, put glue on here. Let's see if I can put that on there. Where I drew my lines over a little. Right in there. And down a little. I might have to figure this out. No, it's okay. Now I'm going to put the 3 for 10 here. With my fine art glitter glue. That way I haven't spoiled this. And I'd like to get the history of Brumford. I might see if I can print that page off and just tuck it into there for journaling. That was fun to go look that up for me anyway. Who would have thought baking powder? They have some medals out there, some awards that they got for making baking powder. All right, we're just going to put that right here, I think. And that won't hurt this at all. Now, the other thing I want to do is put a bobby pin in there. And you know, you can tat. I'm going to have to get, I did buy the button book. I'll have to find it. It's out in the other room. But you can tat around those buttons. And there's some really nice tatting going on with buttons in our group. But it'd be fun to get one of those flat buttons with the 4 holes in it and tat around it. And I can attach that to a bobby pin. I can't attach the ones that have the clamp on the back, the little, what do they call them, the post ones? The word escapes me now because they want to turn sideways. They don't sit on the bobby pin flat. So I have here, well, I've got a bobby pin right here, but I also have Janice Johnson gifted me a whole package of bobby pins. Thank you, Janice. I'm kind of using up what I have in my drawer right now, but I'm getting down there. So what do I want to put on here? One of those smalls on there would be nice, wouldn't it? I want to put a bobby pin in here. Let's get one of those smalls out that were too small. They'll fit on the bobby pins. Mary's just going at it tonight. What time is it? I'm sorry, you guys. I'm not following chat right now. It's almost 10:30. When is she going to quit? I don't know when I'm going to quit. Let's see. What do I want to put? Here's a... looks like a lilac or something. This one is a... that one's kind of cute. It's got a little girl on it. Looks like it's a corner of a page. I've got... let's see. Let's take the lilac one. I like the little girl one. And this is a... it's got something on there. I'm not sure what's going on in that one. They're tiny, tiny pictures. That looks like some sort of a landscape. There, I think I have the 10 Commandments in here. Written on these little, some of these little ones. Is that a girl? What is that? I don't know. Maybe I have it upside down. No. I don't know what that is. Something red. It's not a girl. I don't know what it is. Here's a boy. Let's do that. I like the little girl here, but she's bent up here. I don't know if I can straighten her out. And I like the little boy. Let's put the little boy on there. Pretend like she baked him some chocolate cookies using Rumford baking powder. And I think I'll have to use glossy accent to do that because it's metal. Oops, that's not glossy accent. This is, but it's almost empty. I think I have to turn the corner here. Here we go. Glossy accent. And we're going to glue this to the kickstand side. So the flat side will go inside. And I have to glue it off of the page here. We'll have to let it dry. I'm looking for something to, a piece of that scrap cardboard would be nice. At least all my scraps are in one place. I have to dig them out, but at least I know where to go to get them. I told my brother that I was going to get in here when it gets so hot and I can't be outside. I'm going to come in here and clean. And he sent me to clean out the back porch. He said he'd rather have the back porch cleaned. All right. I think what I'm going to do is put this on here first so I don't glue the... And then I might have to work this off. I'm going to try not to glue on the... I should get a scrap. Get it started here. Yeah, it started. Throw that away. Try not to glue on the cardboard. Just glue in here. Do I hear rain? I hear some, it's either rain or wind. And when you put these on, if you do the bobby pins, you want to get your pictures as pretty close to the top. Pretty close to the top. Because if you don't put them close to the top, then you can't push them way down. I think that's pretty good. I'm not going to mess with it too much. See if I can't straighten it out a little. All right, I'm going to leave that alone for a while. And we're going to use it to bobby pin this in so it doesn't slide out. Otherwise, and I'm hoping that that's on there good. You got to leave it alone for a bit. So I'm happy with this page. I want to print off the history, but I'm not going to do that tonight. I want to put the history of Rumford in here, behind here. So I feel like doing another page, but I'm going to come out and look at chat first because I feel like I've kind of ignored you guys. I get to working and I get into my world and all right. Goldie says, name the calf Junebug. Marty, hi Marty. Congratulations, Brenda. Did one of your cows have a calf? It's a girl. She delivered on her own. No intervention. I ate a pound of bugs. I need a mask. Oh, yuck. Let's go up and see. It sounds like one of Brenda's cows had a calf. Lori Beth says, is laughing. She says, Marty, well, age may get to the big chicken house soon. Oh, SGE may get to the big chicken house soon. Steph has blasted, hopefully, the last raccoon that was on a murderous rampage. Sounds like you're protecting your chickens. Marty says, get them, Steph. Dang raccoons anyway. You're going to traumatize everyone. I only talk about my redneck ways at Juju or Cindy's. You can talk about that here if you want. Or did you shoot a raccoon? If you're saving your chickens, I understand. You're protecting your chickens. But that poor little raccoon was just hungry. He wanted a chicken dinner. But so did you. That's okay. You can talk about that. Chicken. Next, you will tell them how I plan to make a raccoon hat. Oh, you're going to make a raccoon hat with a raccoon tail? You and your egg car. She offered to buy a car for a carton of eggs. Because was it your uncle or your grandpa got a new car and you were going to buy the old one for a carton of eggs? See, I remember this stuff. All right, Annie Oakley, or Goldie Boone. Goldie Boone. Daniel Boone, Goldie Boone. Are you related to Daniel Boone, Lori? Or Stephanie, Goldie? Brenda says, yay, it's a girl. She delivered on her own. I was reading about the calf. Let's see. Hi, Mary. Lori Beth says, I see Brenda is working with a cow in labor. I hope everything goes well. I think she had a calf and Brenda ate a bag of bugs trying to help her. I did throw pie crumbs at her, teasing her with Granny's pie. What are you talking about? You're abusive, Lori. She needs the freedom. Poor Marty hen. I threw pie crumbs at her, teasing her with Granny's pie. What are you guys doing? Goldie says, oh, let's go up. We're talking about something. I'm not following I'm reading backwards. Goldie says she has this ridiculous tiny group of bantam hens who constantly fill their water with stuff. It's one particular crazy one. She will then lay an egg in the water. She's a crazy bird. When that little hen, the little chickie hatches, she has to learn to swim real fast. Lori Beth says, that Marty chicken better behave. I've already have her in solitary confinement. You guys, the Marty hen will... What's a Marty hen? I don't know what a Marty hen. Are you talking about Marty Seeley and calling it a Marty hen, or is a Marty hen a special breed of hen? I don't know what a Marty hen is. We'll put straw in the water too, but doesn't lay her egg in the water. Oh dear. I'm trying to find out more about the calf. And she will wash your mouth out with soap, so watch out. What are we talking about? Marty says, I'm naming it Steph and hoping it's a little shit. What are you talking about? It's on there crooked. Are you talking about this? What's on there crooked? See if I can get that worked off. It's not too crooked if you're talking about that. Mr. Ashford is requesting me to go check a heifer that's in labor. I'll see you all later. Okay, that's all we know about the heifer that had the calf. Was it what did you say it was, a girl calf? Mary, she named a hen Marty because she's a stinker. Are you a stinker, Marty? Lori named her Marty. Lori. Our last big chicken that survived we named Marty, and she's a naughty hen. She lays the eggs in the water. I'm cracking up so bad, Cody says. Mary and everybody, good night. Good night, Roseanne. Is that Roseanne? Good night, Roseanne. Thanks for popping in and spending some of your time with us. I know you're a very busy lady. I think you're going to spend some time with, is it your granddaughter you said? And gonna take your son out to a dinner, a happy birthday dinner? Have a good weekend, Roseanne. Marty says, me? Naughty? Am I a stinker? I'll note the name when I record her in the book, Goldie, talking about the calf. They don't officially get named until 6 months old when we see how they grow. Oh, that's interesting. Did Goldie name her? Oh no, she's getting really naughty part. It was awful. We couldn't keep them for nothing. Marty and the little hens were the only survivors. Oh, because of the raccoons with eating your chickens? and you got out a gun and shot it, and you're going to make a raccoon hat? That sounds like a diggity fairy tale. Only it's not quite a fairy tale. You guys tell some stories. Let me tell you. All right, what else is going on besides having a calf and shooting raccoons and the naughty Marty hen? Oh, let's go way up. I can't go up any further. All the best, Brenda, and she will wash your mouth out with soap. I'm naming it Steph, and it's a little poop. I can't say shit, it's a poop. Mr. Ashford is requesting me to go check on a heifer that's in labor. All right, I think that was my last one. He gave me a roll of masking tape and a Sharpie marker. Label them, Brenda says. Lo, Brenda, you're ahead of me on that. Marty, the only crap thing I have that is completely organized is my glue. I hope you have a good label maker, Brenda. Maybe we could throw that in for fun. Brenda says, I just checked on Amazon. $858 to buy 11 more. Bo needs to give me a raise. What are you buying? Craft space? Let's see. And I would need a dozen or so of them to organize all my stuff. You can try, Brenda. If you're anything remotely like me, that won't last a day. Brenda says, hearing Meri say she didn't want to organize too much before made me think I don't need to fill it in neatly. And I can't go up any further. I forgot where I said I didn't want to organize too much. When it gets hot out there is when I'm going to organize. I'm going to leave this on here. I feel like maybe making a couple more. And then I could pick and choose. Let's see, I've got, oh, that's a new card. I'm getting down on them. So I've got, what, 3 more on here? And I'm not throwing these cards away. They're pretty strong cards. And I could put them in this way, and I've got a whole stack of them in here. I could do a little book. All right, let's make some more of these. Oh, I've only got 2 here. Well, I throw them in my drawer here. Can I get another one out? I throw them in my drawer, and they go down, they fall down into the spoon thing. I'm reaching down underneath of all the X-Acto knives and crayons and crochet hooks and bone folders. Here's one. I'll do 3 more. Is there another one in there? Thought I saw another one. All right. I don't know where I got these. I think these came in a kit or something, but they're the little silicone. I don't know what they're for. I can't remember. I could use those to glue with, couldn't I? I put them in my drawer at one time or another. Okay, let's get some more smalls out. Where'd I put them? I shouldn't have put them back in here. We're gonna hunt for more. I like that little girl. Let's go pick out 4 more here. All right. Looks like a flower. Here's a bird. We'll do the bird. whole bunch of price tags in here. I threw all these little price tags in there. What's this? Is that a kitty? What is? No, I think that's just a landscape. Here's a little landscape with a house and the sea in the background. I kind of like that. There's another one exactly like it. They shall have no other gods before me. That's isn't that the first commandment? Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. That's what I need, some mercy. Mercy! I've had my share of mercy, let me tell you. Mercy is when you deserve something and you didn't get it. There's another bird. Is he the same? No, I think he's facing another way. All right, there's 4 there. And I'm not going to look at the others. I'm going to use those. And we'll put these back for another day. These are just the right size to put on bobby pins. Where's my bag? So what I do, I've got 4. One, well, let's put this extra one back. These bags confuse me. Although I think the hefty bags, this is not a hefty bag, but one of the bags have the closed. They mark it if you closed it. So what is the closed side and what's the open side? All right, so what I want to do is I've got 4 of them here. I've got 2 birds, a little house on a landscape, and a little girl. Let's see if he's gluing on there pretty good. Yeah, he's on there good. I'm going to put him in there. Right in here. Kind of keep that booklet in there. Now, maybe over here. Right there. Will that close? Yeah. And that's in there pretty good. So what I want to do is put the bobby pins, kick up the kick side. I call that little bent portion the kick. You want that facing up because the flat side is going to go behind. And I'm going to put 4 of them on there. 1. Do I have to go up further in my chair? 2. Come on, get in there. And I'll just use these as I do work on other pages. That doesn't have much of a kick. 3. So if you're a Fip Diggity creator, we have a live stream, I think, this coming Monday night. Let me check my calendar. I'm pretty sure it's this coming Monday. And Lori Beth, if you're out there, we're going to interview you. We want to hear all about your farming. Your Marty hens. Let me look at my calendar. No. Calendar. Yeah. So it's this coming Monday night. If you come to chat, you're going to get a thank you. And I'll give you a hint. It is a patriotic thank you. Most of the people who have been coming to chat are in the States, so I decided that I would do but it is a Harrison Ford piece. And so I'm working on that, and I want to try to get 4 pictures printed off this weekend, get the stickers made. All right, where's my glossy accent? Did I put it back? I did. And I think it's flowing nice, so I can just put a little stream of glue on here. And we don't want it to go on the cardboard, but this is enough. This is enough that the paper sticks to it. Let's do the bird. And you want to put your picture as close to the top of the bobby pin as possible. If you put your picture way down here, you put your bobby pin on your page like this, and you got your bobby pin showing. So I try to put my picture way up. I learned that the hard way. And I suppose that's the same with the paper clips. I do not make paper clips. I don't care for them because they're never, even the big ones don't suit me. I like my bobby pins. And I have to have the bigger bobby pins. That needs to come over a little. I like the longer 3-inch ones. And I was crabbing one day because Walmart stopped selling them. I said I liked them, and then so every time I say I like something that goes off the market or where I get it, they quit selling it. And so I'm careful to say what I like anymore, because then I won't be able to find it. But I was crabbing about it one day, and Janice Johnson sent me a whole package of 100 of them. Bless her heart. 3-inch ones, too. And I'm only putting the glue on the back of the bobby pin, so I don't think they'll glue to the cardboard. But even if they do, I can generally work it off. This one's going to be crooked on the cardboard. I got to straighten it out a little. Move it over. So I have some room to breathe. And that's pretty long, but this is pretty long, so I'll put that on right here. And we'll just let these dry. This is, whoops, this is Friday night. I didn't get that on there very good. Put some more glue on this. This one might stick, but generally I can work my palette knife under it and get them off. So I'll just, I'm bumping that one. I can't move it down a little. Having troubles with that one. He doesn't want to stay. All right, I'm just going to put this up to the top of my book. Now let's put the glue back. I want to thank you guys for coming in and sharing your Friday night with me. You know, I miss you guys when I'm not on. I miss you guys a lot. So I'll probably use this one as my thumbnail because I didn't get a whole lot. Well, I did. I did another one here. Where is it? We did this one. And we might make up a little story about the cat. The little girl pulled the cat's tail, so the cat scratched her arm. It'd be nice to make a little poem about her. The cat scratch. The naughty little girl that pulled the cat's tail. Cat didn't like it, so he scratched her arm. All right, but this one's going to be my, and I got it bobby pinned in there. This is going to be my thumbnail. And I'm going to look up the history of Rumford again and print off a page and put in there. All right, let me come out and say goodnight. It is almost 11 o'clock. Don't forget, if you're in the Fibdiggity chat group or the membership, we're having a live stream on Monday night, 7:30 Central. Brenda says, yep, Marty, Dave was my big puppy-like cow. She was 23 when we lost her. Oh, it's been almost 2 years, and I still miss her. Having her offspring helps a little. Aw. My brother doesn't want an animal. I'd like to have a little house dog, but he's dead set against it, and it's his house, so maybe someday I'll get a pet. Let's see. Brenda says, our current bull is Earl. Your big puppy-like cow. So Brenda was talking about a cow, not a dog. Our current bull is Earl. Earl the eagle. He has a big, long, snooty name. They always do. I give them plain names. Earl. Lori says, wow, Brenda, you get attached to those cows, those big cows, when you've had them so long. Aw. Well, you know, they're animals too. Goldie says, Willy Wampus is hilarious anyway. Willy Wampus? What's going on with Willy Wampus? Lori Beth said, my bull is named Benjamin in my small herd. The home herd bull is named Willy Wampus. Granny heard me wrong when I suggested Willy Wonka, so she's calling him Willy Wampus. I love to hear those stories. I just love to hear those stories. That's so cute, Willy Wampus. Bull. Willy Wampus sounds like a bull's name. Brenda said she's making a list of names. Billy is my mom's name. That would be funny. Goldie says, we had frankincense hen too. Huh. We had them all named for the 7 Brides for 7 Brothers movie. So a lot of Bible names. Let's see what else is going on. Brenda says, I have 3 small rolling carts. This one is about 3 feet tall, and I lied. It has 20 drawers, not 10, 2 columns of 10. I've seen them at Hobby Lobby and Michael's. You have 3 of those? With 10 drawers on each side? How about frankincense, Brenda? You can call her Frank. These bobby pins, when I glue the picture down, it's on the side, the smooth side goes, yeah, I guess, because the bump is on the back. But I put the kick on the front. See, it's got a little kick. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's got a little kick there. And that enables you to put it on the page easy, just like you're doing your hair. You can, let me show you here. You can put that kick right in there, right like that. And if you have it the other way, it's harder to, well, the kick is open in it now, but if this bobby pin was closed, it would be harder to put, without that kick, it'd be harder to put it on your page. Not so hard that you can't do it, but it's just easier if you glue your picture to the kick side. So, yeah, there is a bump on the back of these. Not all bobby pins have the bump. These do. I don't know if the ones that Brenda sent me have the bump on the back. Let's see, let's check. Where did I put them? Where did I put them? Hold it. I have to move Penelope off of her throne. Let's check and see if these have a bump on the back. I've opened them before. Yeah, hold on. Obviously, I don't open them enough. There we go. Yeah, see, these do not have a bump on the back. The Goody brand that I used from Walmart, these are what these are, and they have a bump on the back. A little bump, and then they have a kick on the front. And I glue them to the kick side when I use those. But these are nice strong ones, and they have the kick, but they don't have any bumps at all on them. It's smooth on both sides. So not all bobby pins are the same. And thank you, Janice Johnson, for the jumbo pins. Bless her heart. I haven't used them yet because I've been using up mine. But I was grousing one day that Walmart wasn't selling 3-inch Goody bobby pins anymore. Let's see. Marty was asking about that. Lori Beth says, how about frankincense, Brenda? You can call her Frank. I have 3 small rolling carts. I read that. Gideon and her army. She raised 23 chicks at a time. Oh my goodness. We have a hen named Gideon. Gideon and her army. She raised 23 chicks at a time before. Wow. Oh, Dave was the grandma. I remember you talked about her, Marty says. They're talking about their chickens and their cows. Goldie says, I always have too much junk around. A cart would probably always be tipping over when I try to roll it. The wheels fell off of one of my carts, and my brother tried to put them back on, and the screws were bent, but I won't throw it away. What I'm thinking of doing is, I haven't done it yet, but you can get those plant trolleys. They're round, and I'm going to take some JB Weld and glue one of those plant trolleys to the bottom of my cart. The wheels are completely off of it. It's just a flat 3-tiered cart. It was one that I don't want to give it up. I don't want to throw it away because Lucia gifted it to me. And, but I must have overloaded it or pushed it wrong, and the wheels just bent and they eventually just fell off. But I think I can, JB Weld is kind of like a liquid welding. It's supposed to work good on metals. And I'm going to get one of those plant trolleys. You can get them different sizes, but they're for planters that you put underneath your planter to move them around easier. They call them plant trolleys. I'm going to get one of those eventually. I have an 8-month-old Brangus heifer, Brenda says, that needs a name. 8-month-old. Her mom's name is Henry. Henry, the mom cow. She has a sister named Johnny. You guys are killing me. Aunt's name is Georgie and Frankie. Her grandmother was Dave. Oh my goodness. What do you call your bulls? Sissy? Sissy the bull? Can Marty bring me tea and cookies every day at 3 p.m.? Goldie wants to know. I think Angie went to bed. I haven't seen her chatting. Mary, I have a cart of drawers that I was gifted by a teacher that retired. I told Marty that I needed a dozen in order to get my stuff in order. Oh, wow. A cart of drawers. Very cool. And Goldie says, she's a black, poofy-faced Easter egger. Easter egger who lays a green eggs. I don't know what a Easter egger who lays green eggs. Another chicken. No wonder you got your gun out, Goldie. You got a hen that lays green eggs. Did the raccoon get him? Roseanne is waving goodbye or waving hi, I don't know. Brenda says maybe that's a little duck in her jeans. Thank you, sweetheart Roseanne. Marty says, tell them I'm really sweet for real. Goldie says, watch out, Marty, in the doorway with the gun on my lap. You must be a hoot to be around, Goldie. Oh my goodness sakes. Just getting to the naughty part. I think I've caught up with chat. Let me go down to the bottom. The Easter egger is a chicken breed. Oh, really? That is a breed. Easter, they call them Easter eggers. And they lay green eggs. You're ornery, Goldie. I should start naming the Bulls girls' names, starting with Sue. My name is Sue. How do you do? I rarely ever roll my carts, Brenda says. I lock their wheels and park them. Yeah. Well, there's no space in here to roll a cart anymore, but I'm going to put that plant trolley under it. I have to get it first. I'm just getting back. I still have my brakes to pay for. And of course, I buy stuff I don't need. But I spent a lot of money on my garden this year. Probably too much. Sarah looks so tiny in the picture, Brenda says. Brenda says she did, Marty, and we led her to where we wanted the herd, and they followed her. I have a picture of my daughter at about 9 years old when working with her. 50-pound kid and a 2,000-pound animal. Oh my goodness. Brenda says, I have 3 small carts and this big one that I need 11 more of. Giant Tex brand, 20-door cart. Let me look at that. I have a lot of boxes. I have a wooden shelf. As you come into the doorway here, it's kind of an arched doorway. It's really kind of cool. This when it wasn't my studio where I have all my stuff now, was a den. And my brother's significant other used it as her office. But over by the archway, between the archway and the door going out to the dining room, I have 3 entrances into this room, and it's only like a 10 by 12 foot room. But I have a wooden stand that I have stuff on there that I never use. And I'm going to take all that stuff out and sort it, and I'm going to get rid of that wooden stand. And that'll give me some more space. I want to look up that cart on Amazon that Brenda says she has. Amazon. Oh, I don't want video. Excuse me. Get rid of my calendar. Amazon. Giantex, is that it? Gintex. Cart. Giantex. Is it a rolling cart? I'll just put cart. Go. Voting shopping cart. Oh, it's like this? Oh. Giantex. That's what I typed in was giant. Oh, giant X. Let's see. Let me put X in there. X. Cart. Go. Oh. Well, that's 3 shelves. Oh, one like this that has 10 drawers on each side. Giant Text 15 drawer one. Only you probably have two. I think that's what I read. You had 2 rows of 10. Here it is. There's a 12 drawer one. You said you had 10 drawers on each side. There's a 15 drawer one. But I got the idea. 12. I don't see one with 20 drawers. There it is, right here. Giant Text storage drawer carts, 20 drawer organizer, utility cart on wheels, semi-transparent multi-purpose cart for home, office, school supplies, tools, and scrapbook paper. That is cool. And you got it for free? You were given it? Let me go down to the bottom. Mom was named after a man named William Frank. She is Billy Francis. Oh, Billy Francis. Brenda says, I love that Brenda, a bull named Sue. That old song always makes me laugh. A bull named Sue. My name is Sue. How do you do? The drawers are shallow, about the size to hold a pack of copy paper. I like the shallow drawers. I don't lose as much in shallow drawers. Yeah, that's a good point. That my desk drawer on this school desk is shallow. It's probably about 3 inches deep. But I have one of those kitchen knife and fork organizers in there. And I got a lot of stuff in there that can come out. It's like this, probably. It's probably like that. Is it sturdy? It's got a... But you say you lock the wheels. It has locks. It has, I can see it has a lock on that back wheel. It has locks on the back wheels. You say you don't roll yours around much. Let's go back. Well, let's go look at the next picture. Like that. I think that's the last one. Let's see. You can get it in clear, black, or black GR. Black green, is that what it is? Black green. Hot pink, multicolor macaroni, macron, and macaron multicolor. Peach, I like the peach one. Pink gradient, purple gradient, rainbow, and white. I think I would get the peach one. My theme in here, because I got a lot of white tablecloths, and I got a room divider that's kind of, it's wooden, and it's kind of got a lot of flourishes on it. And I keep that, because I'm so messy in here, I keep that in front of the archway, so it blocks off my mess. But I have tablecloths hanging from it, and stuff hanging from that white. So I kind of have a white theme going on here, shabby chic theme, but you couldn't tell it with all the stuff I have around. But I really need to sort out, like that stuff on that shelf that I'm saying I'm going to take out. I don't use it. It's all sitting over there. I know a year, probably a couple years. So I'm going to, I know there's that saying, use it or lose it, but I'm going to use it or box it up. And I've told my brother that I'm threatening, after I get my bills all paid, which is my breaks. I only have my breaks to pay off now. After I get those paid, I'm thinking about renting a storage unit and putting my stuff in storage. If something happened to me, they just have that one storage unit to deal with. Well, they have my storage up in Wisconsin, but they would probably just hire somebody and get rid of it without even seeing it. And that wouldn't hurt my feelings. I do have some family stuff up there that I should bring home. Should bring back to Nebraska, but I just haven't gone back up there. And go back up there, I'd want to stay. That is a great gift, isn't it? It's sturdy, pressed down on top, and gave it the wobble test. It is sturdy. I pressed down on top and I gave it the wobble test. Well, that's good. Except the drawers are different colors. You got the multicolored one then. The drawers are shallow, yeah. It's sturdy. Yeah, that is a great gift. And Brenda dropped a link to it. I got smart and put in the link. Well, it is after 11 now. I think I'm going to say goodnight to you guys. Tomorrow's Saturday. Stay cool. We have a major heat wave across the United States. So stay cool. And take care of your animals and your bulls and your chickens. And Goldie, you be careful with that gun. I'm going to close up this box. I'm going to have to take the tape off. I don't know who streams during the days on Saturday, but I know Beth Schuler comes on in the evening, 6 o'clock Eastern, I believe, but I don't know, she might be coming on a little earlier. I don't know, I've lost track of her schedule. I know she streams on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. And Sunday, I think, doesn't Paint Girly stream on Sunday mornings around 10 Eastern or 11 Eastern, I forget when. I'm trying to get the paint tape off of this box, so I want to close it up. And who else comes on Sundays? I'll be on Sunday at 6. Who else comes on Sunday? Oh, it's me. So have a good weekend. Stay cool. I don't think I want to put my scissors in there. I'm going to take those back out. What was I thinking? Alright. I'll close this box back up so I don't spill things. But I'll work out of this box for this journal because it has a lot of cool ephemera that I got from Debbie Ham, as you can see. So this is going to be my thumbnail here. I think these are probably dry by now. Let's see if I can get one of these off. Might have to work at it a little. Here. Where's my palette knife? Sometimes they glue down to the cardboard, but I can get them off. Whoops. Don't want to bend the paper. Oh, did I glue it on there? Good, didn't I? There we go. And let's see. Let's get a piece of paper and just fold this in half and see how it goes on a piece of paper. See, it goes on pretty good. Let me get a clear piece. Now I had some here and I covered it all up with my messy stuff. This was what I rolled that. What did I do with it? I rolled that, those leaves up in. See, it goes on there pretty good. Let's take these others off. I think if I just, no, I'm going to have to break the seal here. And it's not hard if you just kind of just pry it loose. There it goes. put them on a piece of paper. I could put them in my journal. Why am I not slipping on pages in here? I don't know. Do I have, what can I put this on? These are glued down. That's the other thing. If you put them up at the top, they'll stick out at the top. And I don't know if these are, I might be able to put these on pages here on the sides because it goes clear down inside, so I could put them like that. And probably could put them on the top of the pages too. We'll put the birds on the cat one. I didn't need that after all. There we go. And I'll change these around when I need a bobby pin. We've already got one there. Got one on that page. Let's go back to this one. You might have to break the seal a little, but shouldn't be too bad. This one's is going to come off. Let's put it over here. And let's put that other one here. This is the one with the house. This one I had trouble with. This one might be glued down a little more. No, it's going to come. Let's put it over here. I'll have to make a bunch of these. There we go. Oh, maybe I should put it on the horse. Let's put it on the horse. Where did he go? Where did the carousel go? Here. We'll put him over here. And I'll put something under this. Let's just put him down here for now. And you can paint the back of these. Just take a marker, take one of those markers and paint the back. I'm not going to do it now, but maybe when I use them I will. There we go. Well, maybe not on the horse. Put it down here for now. There. That was fun. Now, where's my page? Here. So, good night, everybody. Have a great week. And I will see you Sunday night at 6 o'clock. Yeah, they do go on nicely, don't they? Yeah. If you do them, it takes a little bit to learn. It took me a while to learn to put them right at the top. And you just want to put a little stream of glue on those bobby pins. I kind of got too much on that last one, but I was able to get it off. But put your bobby pin on a stiff cardboard, like this is a scrap piece that came from the cover of this. And put your bobby pin on there. We'll have to do more of those. I'll have to do some for Refill Friday and make a whole bunch of them. All right. Good night, everybody. Have a great weekend. Stay cool. Bye.